Tuesday. It is Tuesday, the 15th of December, the absolute square middle of the month of December 2015. And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. I'm looking at the right camera now. It's right there. I got it.
You got it, man.
Hey, I'm focused here. Oh, there we go. I got it. How are you doing?
I'm so good.
Fantastic
So good.
day.
Merry Christmas.
Now, you threw something at us yesterday. Oh, Merry Christmas
Merry
to you
Christmas.
as well.
Thank you.
You threw something out here yesterday about a big event coming up tomorrow
Yes.
at Lane Tree,
Yes.
tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
Tell me
morning.
about that again. That was interesting.
Tomorrow morning, we are pleased to present, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present the annual Education Hot Topic. So we come and we talk about hot topics. There's 4 of them a year. And we talk about transportation, education, economic outlook, and healthcare. Those are the 4 things that we have identified that the business community and our community at large is concerned about. And we bring in speakers from all over to come and talk about, here's the forecast going on in the state for economic forecast. We've got professionals that come in and all this. And this year, instead of looking outside of Wayne County, we said, who are our brilliant leaders inside who are working on the ground to work for workforce development? How is that all interrelated?
That had to be tough because there's so many of them here.
That's right. There's so many.
Really
We
tough.
have got Dr. Kay Albertson, president of Wayne Community College,
Obvious choice.
Dr. Philip Kerstetter from the University of Mount Olive,
Wow.
and Dr. Michael Dunsmore, Wayne County Public School Superintendent.
Wow.
Now, these individuals are running major, we'll call them operations. They're all focused on different levels of education and areas. But the one thing they're focused on is students. They want student success for the immediate right now and in the future, and what it means for the future for these students at whatever age across the board. So we've invited this powerhouse lineup to be able to come and share with the business community and the community at large, what's being done in education. How does the state budget affect their budgets? What are the decisions that are happening on a local and state level affecting their direction?
Yeah.
What the future looks like? What is this A through F grading system that the state has done for schools? What does it mean? What are some things going on with education, and what are the collaborations going on? Because if I had not had the opportunity with the chamber in the past few years and working with the Development Alliance, Wayne County Development Alliance, and Wayne Community College and the University and Wayne County Public Schools, I would have never known how deeply interconnected they are on so many levels and how they are working together. And we talk about this a lot on our shows,
Yes.
that we've got something special here in Wayne County, and it is that we believe in collaboration. I truly believe that this community gets it, and we are collaborating like never before, and because of it, our entire community will benefit. So you go to other communities, and it doesn't always look or feel like this. So I think it'll be most enlightening for those of you that may not know what all is being done here locally on the education front.
Now, this starts at 8 o'clock.
It starts at 8 o'clock. We will have a wonderful breakfast at Lane Tree. They have fantastic breakfast.
Yes, they do.
We'll start at 8 o'clock. We'll have a breakfast. We will hear from these incredible speakers, and we'll get you out of there by 9:30.
That's what I cannot fathom, the fact that you're going to get all this done in an hour and a half.
Clockwork, baby.
Yeah,
Clockwork.
okay. Anyway, yeah, and the A through F thing kind of intrigues me as well.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get that. I mean,
You'll
I didn't
hear,
know for many years that there was even anything higher than a C. I didn't know that,
You'll hear more about that. What it looks like, and maybe some how it's formulated and all that. So Dr. Dunsmore, if you've not had an opportunity to hear him speak, or Dr. Albertson or Dr. Kerstetter, you are in for a treat.
Now that's
in
true.
for a treat.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Kay Albertson, Dr. Albertson, she is a dynamic speaker.
She's incredible.
Boy, she can lay it out there too.
She's incredible.
Yes, she is.
She is, and I've shared this before. It was at a Leading Wayne Leadership Luncheon, which is a program of the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. 4 years ago, I think. So I was not working at the chamber at the time. Maybe it was 5 years ago, and she was one of the panelists.
Yeah.
And I don't know how else to say this other than it made her presentation, I mean, she was so real to me. I'd always seen her in the paper, you know, knew the work that she was doing at Wayne Community College, knew her reputation. I mean, she is dynamite. but it was seeing her as a panelist that,
Yeah.
to me, I was like, oh, and she's approachable.
Yes.
Very much so.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh, yes.
Dr. Albertson is a special lady, and I look up to her for a lot of reasons.
And Dr. Dunsmore, although he hasn't been here very long,
Dr. Dunsmore,
he has made his mark here.
He has already made his mark,
Yeah.
and if you look into his background and his specialty, it'll make you appreciate where he is today even more, because he's got the smarts. He's got the smarts. He's got the heart for it. He genuinely cares. Bless him. He comes to Wayne County and immediately
Boom.
he's on the ground.
That's it.
Going hard.
Yeah.
Did Dancing Stars,
Yes.
the fundraiser for where we support
Immediately.
education. I mean, like, it was like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
He served on the leadership panel, got him coming to this, and he's doing a lot of great
He,
things.
too, is very approachable. Just very approachable.
Absolutely.
And so is Dr. Kerstetter.
Yes.
You know, if you take a look at the University of Mount Olive and how it's grown under his tenure, it's an amazing place, and it's grown so much, becoming a university in the last couple of years, and it just continues to grow, and he's so smart.
He is so smart. He is so smart. And you'll hear about that on Wednesday, about why the change from the college to a university.
Yeah.
So just a little teaser. That was good you said that. That's coming. And, you know, they've added the Masters of Business program this past year. And there are master's programs that you will hear more about.
Oh, boy.
It is quite incredible.
That's exciting.
Yep.
And then there's the Partnership for Children.
Yes.
Selena Bennett and gang.
Yeah.
And people. And personnel.
And personnel.
Yeah. Okay, they've got a big old fundraiser coming up. When is this? The Big Ask, they're calling it. The partnership's fall fundraising campaign is in full swing. Over 75 local businesses, companies, and individuals have been solicited to partner with the Partnership for Children to help Wayne County's youngest children. Information concerning the partnership and its programs, along with new recognition programs, have been distributed to prospective contributors. Now, contributors can earn entities designation as a child's champion, a child's hero, a child's advocate, a child's ally, or a child's sponsor. All contributions are tax deductible and go toward direct programs to support children from birth to 5 years of age, their parents, and their caregivers. Now, if you want more information about this, call Charles Ivy. Did I say Selena?
You did, and I was going to, you finished, and we'll clear it up. You finished. Charlie Ivy over at the Partnership for Children. Now, he said Selena Bennett. Now, here's the thing. Selena Bennett is a great friend to Wayne County.
Yeah.
She is the Director of Communities and Schools.
Yes.
She does serve on the Partnership for Children board. She does work with Charles Ivy. This woman gets, and we all do, and I think now our country finally is getting on board for a long time, and especially in the state. There was the thought that early education wasn't quite as important as those are the formative years. Partnership for Children gets it. They are working in our community and making change. And then so you've got that as the early education. Selena Bennett with Communities and Schools, she is working with these students with career coaches, keeping them on track, and getting them to graduate from high school and just be prepared to go into the workforce and be great community citizens. So that, my friends, is called collaborations. That's why his wires got crossed.
Oh, is that why?
Because everybody's working together.
Now, you see, that's what she just said. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. And I've realized that for some of you at home, that was a little much. Sorry. I'll sit on my hands.
For more information, call Charlie Ivy, and Charlie's number is 919-735-3371. 735-3371, extension 225.
Very nice.
Okay. You know, we need to, right now.
Right now.
Yeah. Our guests today in the studio, we want to welcome Miranda Harrison of the Red Cross and Jeff Sparrow with the County of Wayne. How you folks doing?
Doing great.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
You're just a little under the weather, and
Just a little.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Now, what's wrong with you?
Too many things to count. No.
Okay. Thanks for being with us. I appreciate you coming in. Now, each year, the Wayne County and the city of Goldsboro kind of have a little contest going on now. Each year we do this, and it's coming up again very soon. January what?
January 7th.
January 7th is a little competition to see who can be the better blood donor, the city of Goldsboro or the county of Wayne. Now, Jeff, how many years have we been doing this now? This would be what?
This is my 3rd year heading up this competition. So.
All right, so I believe this is actually the 4th year that the competition's taking place.
Okay.
Right.
Now, how are we doing? How's the county doing? Are we rallying the troops and giving a lot of blood, or how are we doing there?
In my tenure, we're 1 and 2, excuse me. So, you know, we're behind.
Well, now wait a minute. We can't have that.
That's right.
We can't have that. We've got actually, I believe we have more people employed by the county, do we not?
I believe
Than the
so.
city.
I would think so.
Just a little more, and so we should actually be giving more blood than the city.
That's right.
Well, we can't let this go by. We have to do better this year.
Yes, sir.
Right?
I think if everybody that comes, if they bring a buddy, say from their office or their department, then that will help the county to maybe win this year.
That's
The
what
buddy
we.
system.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do now. There are some people, I'm sure, who have never given blood, but have always said, "Well, I'd like to, but." Now, this is not a big deal, is it? This is
No,
not a
it's
problem
not.
giving
It's
blood.
just a little needle, and it's a little prick.
Yeah.
I was at a high school yesterday where there were a lot of nervous teenagers giving for the first time.
Now that's a nice thing to see, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. But as I tell everyone, the hardest part, truthfully, I think, is the finger stick.
Well, you know what?
There is a finger stick because there is a mini physical. So for some people who don't like to go to the doctor, if they come donate blood, they will have a mini physical where we will take their blood pressure, we're going to take their pulse, as well as reading their hemoglobin levels.
Now that's the same thing as getting a little mini.
Yes, it's a mini physical. So they
Physical,
can
yeah.
almost leave us a $25 copay if they like.
Well, that would be nice.
Along with a unit of blood.
All right. So Jeff,
Yes, sir.
this is the 7th now. And where is this going to be held?
It's going to be at the American Red Cross building on George Street.
And that's at 600 North
600
George,
North.
right there where the railroad crosses George Street on
Yes,
the
sir.
north side there,
Yes,
right?
that is correct.
And what time does it start?
It starts at 10:30.
10:30
Yes, sir.
in the morning.
In the morning.
Just wanted to make sure about that.
Yeah, a.m.
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 Okay, 10:30 a.m.
And there's a grill right down the road. So once you give blood, you just go to the grill and load up.
Right.
you
Yeah,
know.
hey,
Plus
that's a
we'll
good
have-
idea.
You know, plus
And they
we'll
will
have
be
some
a
snacks.
pound lighter after donating blood. So, think about it like this. Right after the holidays, everybody always eats a little bit more. So they're trying to, jumpstart their diets. And so if they come donate at the county blood drive, they will be a pound lighter.
That is brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
Lose
See, we're really
weight.
creative for all the reasons why people should come. Also, that's new too, is called Rapid Pass.
I was going to ask you about Rapid
Yes.
Pass. What is
Rapid
that?
Pass is working. And so for those people that are working during the day, like the county employees who are very busy, but if they have access to a computer, they can go ahead the day of the drive and answer their health history questions prior to coming to the blood drive. This is
Wow.
going to save people time. I have seen people who actually scheduled using their blood donor app, which is also new, but they've been able to get in and out from the blood drive. Listen to this, 35 minutes.
Go on.
35 minutes.
Normally
That's
it's an
it.
hour plus, right?
Normally it is an hour, but because they've done their health history questions prior to coming, then the only thing that they have to do is the little mini physical prior to donating. And so people come in, they register, and they can be in the donor chair ready to donate within 10 minutes.
Wow.
It works. It's redcrossblood.org/rapidpass.
redcrossblood.org /rapid
Rapid
pass.
Pass.
RAPIDPASS.
That is correct.
All right. Now, Jeff, I have seen people giving doubles before, and I think you're one of those people
Yes, sir.
who gives doubles. What does that mean?
It's they just take your fluids and pull them out, they separate them, and they give you fluids back. That's all it is. I mean,
well, now isn't that the way it is? But now, what are they taking out?
Well, I'll help
you
Jeff.
help me out
I'll
here.
help Jeff out with this.
Yeah. Technical
Who needs him?
Because, he's making it sound really technical. Really,
I was keeping it simple.
all we do is we're only taking an individual's red cells. Okay?
Only the red cells?
Only their red cells.
Okay.
And so the reason why it's called doubles is because we're taking double the amount of red cells. And he is correct. He does get some fluids back, so you probably leave feeling a little bit more hydrated than when he came because of those additional fluids. But the thing about the doubles is that it does go to our sickest and our neediest patients. I mean, like, it's those people who need lots of units,
Right.
At one time. And so versus getting from multiple donors, they can get, like, say, 1 unit from just one person.
And we're talking about people who are accident victims,
Yes.
babies, prematurely born
Yes.
babies. We're talking about cancer patients. We're talking about people who have had operations and need blood to recover.
Yes, and especially this time of the year, that's another reason why we are having this competition drop in January, is because it's right after the holidays. A lot of people are so distracted, from donating, from giving, that, our numbers actually go down.
Wow.
Because of the number of donations. So having this competition drop is a way of kicking off the new year and also helping to bring our collection levels back up.
Well, there's no better gift than to give a unit of blood. It is free for you to do. You got plenty of it anyway.
Yes.
I mean, you're not going to miss
Yes.
one.
That's
Yes.
right.
You're going to lose a pound anyhow, so that's good news. But you have plenty of blood. How much blood is in the body? Is that 11 gallons or something?
On average.
On average,
the
11
adult.
gallons or 11 quarts? 11 gallons.
It's
11 somethings.
Yeah.
It's 11. It's 11. You fill in the blank. You figure it out. Okay, it's just 11. But anyway, you're not going to miss a unit, which is a very small amount.
Yep, just a pint.
Just a pint, and that 1 unit of blood can save three lives. That's amazing.
The easiest thing that you can do to
Yes.
be a lifesaver.
It is.
Without strapping on a cape or, running through a burning
That never worked for
building.
me,
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have those kind of
I
talents.
threw my cape away.
I know. I'm not that talented, but I
Yeah.
can sit and I can donate, a unit of blood and be a lifesaver.
Yes. And that is so real, and that's so true how it works like that, because you really do, you're saving lives.
Yeah.
Like,
And also something too, I like to add this in Wayne County, and it's very unique to Wayne County.
yes.
All donors, after donating, will receive a Krispy Kreme donut. Like, how wonderful
Whoa.
is that? Yes.
Whoa, that's
And
reason
it's
right there.
only in Wayne County
What can we
because
say?
the owners, they've been doing this for 20 years. The owners of Krispy
Mm-hmm.
Kreme have partnered with the Red Cross so that every Red Cross donor receives a Krispy Kreme donut.
I remember
And so
Buzz
it-
Tilley was a tremendous supporter of the Red Cross, and his daughter Amanda has continued that tradition. Just wonderful
and it's
people.
a wonderful staple, In fact, when people come out, if they don't have Krispy Kreme donuts, I hear about it.
I know.
I get lots of calls in Wayne County. It's so funny because even the staff, they've kind of gotten used to like having donuts.
Yeah.
That when we're in other counties, they'll say, "Miranda, there are no donuts," and I'm like, "You're not in Wayne County."
That's right. Get used
So
to that.
That's a special treat for our Wayne donors here.
All right. So we're looking at 10:30 in the morning on the morning of January 7th. That's January 7th. That's a week after New Year, so you'll have plenty of time to have recovered. Now, what about somebody who may have a little bit of a scratchy throat or a little
Then
bit
they
of
need to stay at home.
Okay,
yeah,
stay
they
at
do.
home.
But they can still recruit someone on their behalf.
There you go.
Yeah. We
Okay.
want them to be healthy and well.
And if you have been considering giving blood for the very first time, this is the best time to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and jump right in. It doesn't hurt. It does not hurt at all. You might feel a little prick, like you
Just a
said, on
little
the
prick.
inside of your elbow, and that's it. And you sit there and you listen to people talk and you make jokes, and everybody's actually having a good time.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Except him,
Well, that's because Mr. Wayne comes to put that camera in.
I do put a camera in. Well, you're easy about that, and you're a county employee, so I can do that, see?
You're apt to film.
But it's a lot of
Let's have the
fun.
bragging rights this year for Wayne County.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, Wayne County. We got to win this thing this year. What's the matter with you? Let's win this thing this year.
January 7th, put it on your calendar.
January 7th at the Red Cross office. Starts at 10:30. Make an appointment. use the Red
Donor
Cross
app.
Use the blood donor app. You get that off of redcross.org, redcrossblood.org.
That is correct. It's a free app. They can download it onto their cell phones. They can schedule their appointment using the app. The neat thing about the app is they can actually track their blood from collection to the distributing hospital.
Is that right?
They will find out what hospital it goes to. It is so neat.
Wow.
And every time the blood gets scanned,
Yeah.
they will receive an alert letting them know that it's done processing and that it's done testing and that it's on its way. It's called the Blood Journey.
That is fantastic.
It's really, really neat.
Yeah.
We have really done really well with that.
That is just fantastic. And you know, blood has a shelf life. It doesn't last forever, so we have to constantly replenish that supply of blood, and we need your help. And would it be okay if somebody is not a Wayne County employee and still can come to the blood drive that day?
Oh, yeah, we
I
love
would
that,
think.
won't we?
Yeah, oh yeah. Our
So if
goal
you-
is to fill up
yeah.
the slots.
So
Yeah.
that's right.
Yes,
So
yes.
come on now, we need your help out there because the county's lost. We're only won one, and the city's won two, and we need your help to win them all.
That's right.
So if you're not a county employee, that's okay. We'd love to have you come by and share a donut with us. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jeff Sparrow of the County of Wayne and Miranda
Thank you.
Harrison with the
Thank
Red
you.
Cross. Thank you. We'll see you on January 7th.
Sounds good.
Today, we welcome to the studio Lieutenants Philip and Sherry Stokes with the Salvation Army. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's great to see you. Thanks for
to see
coming in. We want to talk about the Salvation Army and the work you do. Now, where is the Salvation Army here in Goldsboro?
610 North William Street.
Okay, 610 North William. And at 610 North William Street, been there for quite some time.
Yes.
And I do believe the Salvation Army, the people who make those decisions, actually send you folks around for a couple of years and then you transfer somewhere else. Is that right?
Yes.
You just move around a lot, right?
Yes.
So how long have you been with the Salvation Army, Philip?
Total about 7 years.
Okay. Sherry?
About the same
About
time.
the same. Okay. And this is not your first church, I suppose.
No, this is not our first appointment. We were last in Irmo, South Carolina,
Okay. I have no idea where that is.
near Columbia.
Oh, now that I know. Okay. Near Columbia. All right. So you've been here for how long now?
We just got here in June.
This past June. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't realize that the Salvation Army is actually a church.
Yes.
And being a church, you do a lot of help in the community, working with folks here in the community. You have a thrift shop, thrift store, which
We have
I
two.
have two. That's
Yes, sir.
right. You do have one.
Yes, sir.
One opened a few months ago out on Royal Avenue,
That's
I believe.
correct. Yes, sir.
Right. Which I frequent.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But this time of year is a very special time of year for many with the Salvation Army. Those red kettles are out there with the bell ringers and everything. I wanted to ask, with things the way they are in the nation, good or bad, how are collections this year? Do we have an idea?
Collections are going about the same as last year, which is it was fairly good. So we could always use more. The more we get, the more we can help.
Oh, yeah.
But we're right in line with where we were last year.
Well, that's great. That's excellent. So what happens to that money? How's that money used?
The money goes 82 cents of every dollar that goes in there goes back into the community of Goldsboro. Well, the
Okay.
communities of Wayne and Sampson County.
Uh-huh.
And then we're able to do assistance with that. We're able to do some of our programs with our men's shelter with that. We're also able to provide meals with those funds as well.
You provide meals. Now, the meals are for those in need, I suppose. Anybody.
Those in need, and also for our men's shelter we have on site.
You have a men's shelter on site.
Yes, sir.
And how many currently occupy that shelter?
Currently we have 14. We can hold up to 16.
Wow. And who are these men?
Homeless. Some are homeless veterans that are on the street. Some are transient people transient men that come to Goldsboro that end up on our doorsteps. All walks of life. They come and end up on our doorsteps.
And do they have to be? Well, they have to be homeless. They'd go home otherwise, wouldn't
sir.
they?
Yes.
That's right. But now these are people obviously in need, and the Salvation Army is certainly known for helping the needy. You have give me an idea of some of the programs that you have at the Salvation Army here locally.
That help the needy?
Yes.
We help with electrical assistance. We help with rental assistance. We provide bus vouchers for those that are needing to get back home. We also give out food every day at 2:30, Monday through Friday, that's provided to us by Food Line.
Wow.
And that would be your meats, your vegetables, things like that. We also provide food boxes for those that come in that need something to last them throughout the month.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you say that we do? We do nursing home visitation, take them gifts every month. This month we did our Christmas gifts, which were blankets. We visited about 189 residents.
Wow.
What else do we do?
You know, I'm beginning to see why it took so long to get you guys up here. You were always you're always busy.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
There's a lot of work to be done.
Yes, sir, it is.
You mentioned bus fare
Yes.
for people who want to go home. I tell you, the first thing that comes to mind are runaways or homeless people. Does that happen often?
We try to provide the Salvation Army as a safe haven for all walks of life, for all ages. We want them to understand that when they come to the Salvation Army that we can help them as long as we have the funds, the availability. We have had one gentleman that lived in, Mr. Al lived in New York.
New York. That's
He
correct.
lived in New York. He didn't have anywhere to stay there. He had made some bad choices, and he came down to Goldsboro as a familiar place. And his wife became very sick with cancer, and the doctors actually told her she didn't have very long to live. And he was staying in the shelter. He was not employed, and we provided him with a bus ticket to be able to get back up there with his wife. Here recently, we just received a Christmas card from Mr. Al, and he's a very precious man. And he said this is the first Christmas card he had ever written, and it was to the Salvation Army
Wow.
to tell us thank you.
Oh, wow, what a great story. You mentioned he made some bad choices. That would you say that is the bulk of the people that come into your Salvation Army? Most of them have just made bad choices, and things happen. Bad things happen to good people, I've heard.
Yes.
And a lot of that is because they made bad choices.
Sometimes the bad choices, it can be that walk of life, it can be life situations, but we've had some people that have come to us and said, I've never had to ask for help before. As matter of fact, with our Angel Tree program, that's what a lot of people said, is that I've never had to ask for help before.
Wow.
But I've lost my job, or my spouse lost his job, or we've had some people that have had health reasons, things like that. But a lot of times it is bad choices. We're realizing that a lot of people in our community do not know or understand or have the know-how to budget their money.
But you're right. And you mentioned the Angel Tree program. What is that?
The Angel Tree program is where we have people in Wayne and Sampson County, parents that come to us and they are asking for assistance for their children to receive toys for Christmas. Lots of heartfelt stories. We do our application process every year during the last week of October. And this year we had almost 200 applicants.
Wow.
We still have some coming in that are emergency cases, and that gives us over 400 children.
Oh, my goodness. So, Philip, 7 years with the Salvation Army. Where's your home? Where are you from?
Reidsville, North Carolina.
Reidsville, up in Rockingham County.
That's correct,
North
yes, sir.
of Greensboro, south of Virginia.
Yes,
And there's some hills there.
just a little bit.
It's kind of flat around here, but yeah, there's a few in the Reidsville, Leaksville, Spray, and Draper area,
Yes.
which is also known as Eden. But, and what about you? Where are you from?
Originally from Danville, Virginia, but at the age of 13, my father took me and I moved to Reidsville with Lieutenant.
Okay, and there you go. The rest is history.
Yes.
Okay. What inspired you to become, to go to work with the Salvation Army?
The inspiration started with the church aspect of it, but then seeing the mission, seeing how we can, part of our mission statement is to meet human needs without discrimination, and just to be able to give a helping hand with those who think nobody wants to help them.
Yeah.
And that life change we can help people do.
Now, did you two marry before, or were you married before you became Salvation Army?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. So then this was a decision the two of you made together.
Yes.
Well, I started, and then
And
then
then-
he came online.
Well, it
Yeah.
took him a while.
Yeah,
Huh?
it
Yeah, I
did.
understand. Men are like that.
Yes.
You know. I understand that.
But I follow good. So.
Yeah. Okay. The what is the phone number? We're going to put this on the screen. What's the phone number there at Salvation Army?
It's 919-735-4811.
735-4811. And if anyone has any questions about the Salvation Army, about the church, of the Salvation Army. They can call that number, and
Yes.
you or somebody will answer whatever questions they might have.
Yes.
Somebody.
We even welcome them to, if someone in the community has questions about what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
we even welcome them to come through and do a tour of the Salvation Army and see
Oh.
different parts of our programs, our assistance that we do, and our
Mm-hmm.
church programming.
Excellent. All right. Very good. And I appreciate very much your coming in. I hope this is the first of many visits.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
From Lieutenant
Thank you.
Philip and Sherry Stokes of the Salvation Army here in Goldsboro. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
All right. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today, the 15th, the middle of the month of December 2015. Thank you for being there. We're counting down the days. Christmas 10 days away.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Here it comes.
Woo! Today is Bill of Rights Day. The first 10 amendments to the Constitution are the Bill of Rights. So it's our Bill of Rights. Today is all, and I hope you read them and know what they mean.
That's right. There will be a test.
They are so important. The first 10, of course. Of course, there's a total of 27 amendments now. Okay? 27. All right? But the first 10 has kind of got the ball rolling there. Today is also National Lemon Cupcake Day. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Enough of that.
Enough of that. Enough of that.
Yes.
been
Yes.
It's just been a busy month.
It
Leading
ha-
up to Christmas, last week we had some announcement from the county and the city with the county commissioners and city councilmen, and we're seeing some new faces come in and new leaders, and we're
That's right.
thanking those that have served and done some wonderful things. So, it's a very busy time. It's a season of change.
It is.
And rounding out this year. So thank you to all of those who have served and are currently serving. We always say, of course, in our military and also our elected officials locally,
Oh, yes.
because they're working pretty much around the clock. Working to move things forward and get things done. So thank you.
That's exactly right. And very quickly, since you're talking about seasons and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
this season ends Monday of next week.
That's right. I always think it's so much sooner. You're
Well,
right. Okay.
but I know because
Yeah.
it starts getting cooler. But,
Right.
But winter officially arrives next Tuesday. That's it.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it. You heard it here, folks.
That's right. And between now and then, December 17th, which happens to be this Thursday, looking at our calendar there, at 5:30 p.m. at the Literacy Connections of Wayne County, there's going to be an event. We'll just simply call it a performance by the Literacy Connections Choir. This will be taking place at the Winter Open House at Literacy Connections on East Ash Street in Goldsboro. That's at 2001D East Ash Street in Goldsboro. All right, right there where it used to be Nash Printing Company.
That's right.
That's right, big brick building there. Anyway, it starts at 5:30, goes till 7 p.m. An open house, Literacy Connections open house, and you will enjoy the performance by the Literacy Connections Choir as well. There will be treats, refreshments, and snacks, and that sort of thing. Lots of people to talk to there. All that will be a great event. That's coming up this Thursday.
This Thursday, yeah.
Day after tomorrow. All right. I think that's it. Is that it?
We've got plenty more, but we'll save it for tomorrow.
We'll
How about
save it
that?
for tomorrow. That's a great idea. Now, we'll be back in here tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. We hope you are where you are right now so that you can watch us here, and we'll watch you while you're watching us. Oh, yeah? Look at that guy right there. Yeah. Anyway, stop that. Anyway, we're going to move on, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. The show repeats at noon. The show then repeats again at 5:30 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday.
Right.
So until Monday, until tomorrow,
Till tomorrow.
I'm Wayne Alley,
And I'm Kay Daniels.
and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Where did that come from?